Makina. Makina. Makina.
I really want to put that EMMC back on that Xbox. I really, really do. Should I? Problem's gone now with it off. No, buddy, I don't want to paint you, dude. I know you're there. Thoughts? Wanna thank you for the best day of my life. Oh, you don't know the schmozzle though. It's the... Well, it's the 1.8 standby on the console. It fucks it over. So without that on there, actually what I should do is put back on the regulator. Because I destroyed that one. So I don't have to inject. See if anything lights up after. I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense. I really don't. Oh, you banged Alberto? Timed him out? Oh my god! It's a bit unfair. Oh, who was it? Oh, it was Mr. Bull. I expected that. I thought that was Makina then. It's like, what the? Hello, Mr. Bull. Hope you're feeling better, mate. Oh, he can't say anything. What happened? Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, what happened? Ah. Why? Oh, that's weird. Oh. My HDMI plug playing up. Might be time for a new scope camera soon. No, it's not nice, Mr. Ball. Bill's a nice guy, mate. I've seen him for ages. He hasn't responded to any of my messages. Oh, where's that going? Yeah, so the 1.8 rail, Makina is the issue. Oh. Stand by. I'm not sure if I can nut that out. We'll end up fixing the fuck of it. It's been a real bitch. So whilst the NAND is, actually just while I'm here I'll just clean this up. Whilst the NAND's not on the board, well, and vice versa, whilst I had the NAND on the board, APU off, I had no issue. Whilst I have the NAND off the board and the APU on, no issue. When I put them both on the board, I have an issue. Is the issue. And it increases the 1.8 standby goes from 1.8 to 2.5 up to even 3.3. So the so at the moment, here you go, buddy. So currently, I don't need to inject now, which is cool. So I'll put that back on. NAND off the board. The thing boots itself, and the APU turns on, and a few other rails turn on, and they shouldn't, obviously. They do. The APU gets like it's actually running. My power supply turns on like I've pressed the power button, but I haven't. So we should get no issues right now because I've taken the EMMC off. And we should get 1.8 standby here, yes. But if I put this fucker back on, it goes up. And we went through all the schematics earlier. And everything on that rail, I've swapped the 3.3 regulator has a 1.8 standby going into it. I've swapped that out, which is here. I've swapped out this because it interacts with a lot of the shit on the 1.8 rail. I've swapped the south bridge. While the problem persists, the 5PO rail actually turns itself on, and it shouldn't be on until I press the power button. So right now it won't be on. It should be nothing. We have all our standby rails. But oh, what's that? Oh, actually, so that there's odd. 1.1. What's this fucking regulator doing? 1.1 in, 2.5, 5.6. That's not, doesn't sound normal. 5, nothing, and 0.8. That seems a little odd. Hey, hang on, mate. Oh, it's a stream point. Oh, it's telling me it's all good. So let's have a look at it. I know this is a standby regulator, U3C4, but it doesn't do it with 1.8, I don't think. I don't know, it's been a bitch. (1.1) standby, 5-volt standby in, and on pins, probably on bad, yeah. On pin 4 and 8, no, hang on, 4 and, you know, that's it, 4, so pin 8 and pin 4, I get really irregular kind of voltages. So 4 is VREG, 1.1 standby, still nothing to do with 1.8. 8 is VREG 1.1 standby SW switch through the inductor L3C1. It should be that one next to it. which currently has 1.1 though. So I don't get it. Hey Crafty, here you go mate, Ben. Oh mate, this thing's been a dilemma. Trust me, I don't think... Oh, well, I just explained half of it. I don't know if you're listening or not. So, with the... Long story short, if you're listening, long story short is 1.8 standby rail. When I plug in the standby power, that turns the power supply on by itself. The APU heats up. I get a few other chips heat up. 1.8 standby increases to 2.5 to 3.3 volts on its own without touching anything. I took the APU off. The problem was still there. I took the eMMC off. The problem went away. Put the eMMC back on. Problem was still away. I put the APU back on and the problem came back. Long story short. We'll see. So yeah, that's and whilst it's turned itself on and I haven't turned it on, the south bridge gets hot, the APU gets hot, the Ethernet IC gets hot, and the HDMI 5-volt regulator gets hot. But at the moment it's normal because I haven't put fucking Watsy back on, which I'm going to do now. Reball it and put it on. And then you'll see, if you hang around long enough, you'll see when I put this on what I'm talking about. This doesn't light up like it's faulty or anything. Oh, it's a bit. You need. I've spent all day on this today. You should watch the stream when you get some time, today's stream, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. It is shadonky. It's weird. Even get the NB core regulator lit up at one stage. I've got the 5.5 off the board for HDMI at the moment. Yeah, it's. I've replaced so many bits on it, and they don't seem to have anything to do with the 1.8 rail, except for the 3.3 standby regulator actually involved in the 1.8 standby. I've replaced the 5PO standby, so the 5PO standby regulator, or whatever it is here, lights up, lights up, lights up, lights up, lights up. If you hang around for 20 minutes, I have to ball this by hand. If you're here for 20 minutes, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'll get the camera back out and throws no errors in the log. It says successfully booted without even turning it on. Turn it on, it still says successfully booted. It's rank. It's all over the shop. It really is. But I want to put this back on. Yeah. See what it does. Confirm that it is a combination of the APU and the eMMC both being on the board causing me the issue. On the 1.8 rail, standby rail, so yeah. She's a curly one. Ah yes, I've replaced it many times, yeah. Yeah, trust me, I've done everything. Yeah. There's nothing I haven't tried at this stage, to be honest. I've even disconnected it, injected 1.8 manually, the bench supply, and then I plug in standby and the bench supply goes, yep, there's 3.2 volts there, or 2.5 volts, whatever it's feeling at the time. It's really sporadic. I've been through the schematics and replaced basically every IC that interacts with the 1.8 standby rail. You wouldn't believe the amount of work I've done to this, Ben. It's crazy. And I don't want to give up yet, but I know I should. I say no, I should. I just had to browse through that Switch video, Anthony. Are you fucking kidding me? Why are you telling the public to fucking do this shit? That is just flipping ridiculous. Like, far out. Oh. couldn't believe. I didn't even look at it before I replied to your comment. I went, I can imagine what this is going to be about. Then I skipped through it quickly and went, you serious? Why? That's a black cat move. I do have a stencil for this, but it's not direct heat, so, and I don't want to. I can put in a jig and reball it, so I can't use paste. So I've got to do it by hand quickly. I need to get a direct heat stencil to go on the magnet. Why would he put something like that up, man? That's crazy. So Ben, yeah, it does. This is the problem. I take one off and it goes away, either or. So I took the APU off the board. The problem still persisted. I took the eMMC off the board. The problem went away. I put the APU back on the board. No, I put the eMMC back on the board then. Problem was still gone. I went, cool, I'm going to reball the APU now and put it back on. Put the APU back on, the problem was back. To use washers under the fucking heat spreader and fucking clamp it down, final man. Oh, mate, it's crazy. Let me get a drink. That's like, you fucking knob, mate. What the fuck are you on? The old washer trick. He puts a washer on the die and 2 washers on the edge that he found that obviously that's a BGA issue, and clamps it down. And finally gets it working after a bit of trial and error with it all. Absolutely crazy. I mean, I browsed through a couple of the comments. I wasn't going to read, couldn't be bothered reading them all. And people are going, I love your videos, this is fantastic, blah, 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 I've done that. Oh, are you serious? Oh. I am here! We go there. Pushy. They are crafty, yes, yes. Currently, with this on the board, they are all there and present. But I say it doesn't, depends on which IC I've got on the board, whether it's the SOC or the eMMC. Things change, it's just really weird. I'll show you. If you hang around long enough, you'll see. It won't take too long. It's just crazy. And there's no errors on the bus. So it says boot success, even with the issue of 2.45 volt on the 1.8 standby rail. Whatever's pushing voltage back into it. And I figured it's this because this has a 3.3 this is on the 3.3 standby rail as well. Everything else on the rail other than the 3.3 regulator, standby regulator, nothing else is really on the rail with any high voltages on it. So something's putting in 2.53 volts into it because it wants to, because it's fucked. So I don't know. That's my perception of what's going on. I just can't find what's going on. I'll show you before I put this in. I'll show you. I'll show you all the voltage rails and shit, and then put it on. And because I was like, oh, I've got it. Once I took the APU off, problem still there. I took this off, went, oh, problem gone. So I reballed this, put it back on, and went, problem still gone. Went, cool. Now let's reball the APU, put it back on the board. Problem seems to be solved. But it came back after putting the APU back on the board, and the APU has 1.8 standby something on it as well. What am I reading? What am I missing? Push? High gain only works on guitars. You wanted me to read that? I could test the pads on this between the, which I was going to do, between the 1.8 standby input pads and the 3.3, and see if there's a short between them. But there's no rails are short, no matter what's on the board. There's no short rail. That's what makes it really confusing and hard to diagnose, or harder. Claim it tweezers. Oh, Mike. Okay. Well, fucking everyone said yesterday it's good. Oh, I don't know. Can't keep everyone happy. I didn't need gain. I actually turned the volume down because I added gain for Makina. I did add gain, but it was too quiet. Oh, for fuck's sake, you whinging bitches. We sort it out. I'll go back to the way it was. Makina, you'll have to turn your volume up, mate. Well, all the standby rails are there, Craft, and without. Hang on, I'll turn my volume back up now. If there's a short between them, then I wouldn't be getting solid standby rails. Is the way I would think. Look at that. I get solid standby rails with no anomalies, and I've replaced all the 3.3 and 1.8 standby rail regulators. It is a real curly one. I spent all day on today because I just wanted to, and fuck this. I want to know what's wrong with this. And I got nowhere in the end. I thought I had it towards the end and went, oh cool, we've just fixed that. We've just found what's causing the higher voltage on the 1.8. But then reassembled it in a sense with everything else that needed to go back on, and the problem came back. Because I did think originally something to do with the APU, because it takes in the 1.8 standby. But I removed the APU. That's right, this is how it went. So I removed the APU to confirm that it was the APU, and it wasn't. So I took the APU off, and I still had 2.5 volt on 1.8 standby when I plugged the standby power in. That's when I pulled the EMMC, reballed, and then the problem went away, obviously because it's not on the board, but I then reballed the EMMC, put it back on, and the problem was still gone. And they went, cool, we just found it. A reball? What? I wasn't thinking a reball would fix the issue, and at that point in time it did. Then I put the APU back on and was back to square one. So, and that's where I'm at. So I pulled this again. The reason I'm rebuilding this because I pulled this back off again. I went, it's going to check this, and the problem's gone after removing this again. But I guarantee when I put it back on, the problem's going to come back. That's just been what's happening, so yeah. But let's say hang around for another 10 or 15 and I'll show you what's going on. Then I'll show you the bus lines. The only thing different on the bus lines I see is I don't get, you know, when you get the two boot successes, one for FF and whatever the other one is, and they both say boot success. One of them says boot success, and the other one says 2BL or something success. But at that point in time, the APU is hot and scalding, like it's like this, and my power supply is turned on, so something's turning the power supply on when I when I plug standby power into it. The power supply goes green and I go, oh shit, power's on, the APU is hot, and a few other ICs, yeah. Two quite close, so it's 7 thirds further from right. Over here, everything looks fine to me. They'll all pull into place. You watch the master at work on bad. They're fine. Did you see that? Oh, I fixed them, okay. Alright, so I'm just going to, while that cools a little bit. Oh boy. Oh, I won't chuck that back on because I'm going to show you the APU. So I'll have, so 1.8 right now will be 1.8. Right? This is the thing. What happens, the other thing happens, like say, rails turn on without being actually turned on. So 5PO is actually on, the APU is on, the 5 volt regulator on the HDMI circuit gets hot, the Ethernet IC gets hot. And I thought, oh, this thing's had a zap or something, you know what I mean? Like, I can't see, I'm blind at the moment, I can't see where I'm probing. But we have 5 volt standby, we have where's me 1.1 gone? 1.1 standby, oh, yep. Oh, gone, lost track of what I'm doing now. 3.3, 1.8, 5, and where's 1.1? I've lost, it should be that one, shouldn't it? Look at there, 5. Oh, yeah, one here. Sorry, 1.1. Everything seems normal, but you watch, so, and nothing at this point in time will show hot under the camera. When I put this on, this turns 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 on. and I get 2.5 volts on the 1.8 standby rail. So at this point in time, everything's dead as it should be because it's just in standby. I don't have the 5-volt regulator on the HMI at the moment. I took it off just for diagnosing. I can chuck it back on quickly. Anyway, we'll put this on, I'll show you. I've already replaced the south bridge, Ben. Yeah, she's been mate, you wouldn't believe what I've done to this console. I've changed the south bridge. Yeah, already done. Beat you to it. Yeah, no, she's been changed. Yeah. Same. That's one of the. That's about after doing a few regulators. The south bridge was next on the hit list, and I did that, and I still had the same symptoms. So it's not the south bridge. Can't see the location mark on that. If you were able to go back and watch the 6 hours stream this morning or whatever, you'd understand I've replaced a ton of shit on it. I have. And it took a bit to get to the point where I went, hang on, I'm just going to rip this off and check. And that made all the difference, and I thought I was on the right track then. I was like, ooh, we're getting somewhere. Yeah, the thing is they stay on, and they don't turn off at all. And the APU's sitting there glowing hot, like it's actually running. And my power supply's, I've got a green light on it, like it's running. Yeah. And the console says it's booted via the I2C bus. And she goes. Yeah, I've done a ton of shit to it, trust me, yeah. Rebuild the APU, everything, like, there's a lot been done to it. Now, I'm gonna let that cool while I have a quick smoke. We'll come back and I'll show you. I need a durry now, while that cools down.
Makina, Makina, Makina.
Which is really weird. And then the fan starts and the boots stays on, but nothing happens. All right, let me get a drink, then I'll show you. It's really, really, really weird what it's doing, and I can't nut it out. Yeah. So I'll show you, and then we'll put the picker on it as well. And I was looking at the V-back rail before, because it's on the 1.8. There's like what's his disconnected? There's not populated, but that's a good shout out. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. Yeah. All right, so we currently have, if I don't need to show you the bench supply. Let's just do this and I'll show you. What's going on? So I'll still, at this point, without standby power, I'll still currently have 1.8 on that rail, right? Oh, hang on. No. Oh, no, it's just because I was injecting. You watch. Here we go. All right. So I'll give it standby. Does it span nudge? Host? And last time I did this, it was right, but then it went bad. So I was straight up, I got 2.3 on the 1.8 rail. It will still turn on. Hard drive doesn't spin up. The other thing is hard drive doesn't spin up. I take the Ethernet IC off and the hard drive actually spins up. Like, this thing's like crazy. The only way I can get the hard drive to spin up is by removing the Ethernet IC, which is on 3.3 standby. All the other rails are still normal as they should be. The only one I haven't replaced is this, but anyway. I've even replaced this, but I have 5 volt on 5 PO and I shouldn't. And at this point in time, everything's on. Well, not everything. Look, Southbridge is on, 5 PO regulator's on, Ethernet IC's on, and this would be on if it was there, and then the APU is on and glowing hot. You can't touch it. But I can still boot it. I can still go chime it on, and it'll turn on and stay on. And nothing changes with the heat signatures. I don't have the HDMI one here, so yeah. But yeah. The other one that I've been playing with and I've replaced is the NB core, but it didn't make any difference either. You can't see probably because I'm off camera. Yeah. So that, I don't know. Anyway, I'll hook the picker up and show you. And they're on without me touching the power button and physically turning it on. They've both got 3.3 volts. I know that. Which one's clock? I don't know which one's clock. I've got one. That's pin 25, 7K-ish. It's 26, 7K-ish as well. I did lose 3.3 on one of them throughout my process work, but I got that back. I don't know. I say it's just been a weird ass mofo. It really is. I can't work it out. So any suggestion would be fantastic. Not that it's worth it. This is only worth $100 to me. I've spent a whole day on it, basically in hours. Not that I didn't have much else to do, but it's the only reason I did. But quiet day. And I was intrigued as to why shit was happening like it was as well. Ah, shit, hang on. Ah, it's not working. Give me a sec. There we go. Yeah, it's been wickedly weird. It really has. Alright, we'll do Pico. Right, so Pico. At this point, the APU is on, and all those other ICs I just showed you. 5PO is actually turned on. And I can still now boot it, and it'll give me no different data. It'll be the same. But I'll turn it on now. I want to see it twice, I might turn off. Turn it on. The only one I get is the 14FF. That should just say boot success, shouldn't it? Not final success, from what I've seen. So it'll sit there and turn on. The hard drive won't spin up right now. I can plug a hard drive in it. It's dead. It's getting there. So the hard drive rail is getting no power unless I take the Ethernet IC off it. So there's no power here. I'm getting 12 and everything at the. Oh no! Yeah, actually now. Motherfucker. That's why I changed this one. I don't get. Maybe since standby I was getting 12. I'm not getting 12 on the ODD header, which I get 3.3. I was getting 12 here. Maybe that's. And this is why I thought this has got something to do with it, which is why I changed the controller here, SATA or whatever it is. It's booting. I get no picture. No RAM or anything's firing up. Like it's booting, but it's not booting. That's telling us it's booting, but it's not. Trust me. It's booting without me even turning it on, is what I'm getting at. So I can plug standby power in, and this goes from orange to green, and I haven't even touched, and doesn't go back to orange. I haven't even touched the button to turn it on, kind of thing. What was I going to show you this? I haven't got the HDMI 5-volt regulator on at the moment, but yeah. So it normally lights up. The APU is scalding hot, with or without power. NB core, that's the NB core. regulator. Hang on, phone's ringing. Me. Oh, anyway, where's actually I have a similar console like this, always on. Mine's initial RAM 9182. I don't get any errors. This is the thing. Yeah. Did you check hard drive? Yeah. I've tried 3 different hard drives on it. Yep. But the hard drive doesn't even spin up at this point in time, so I can plug a hard drive to it. This won't even turn on now. It's shut down. So it finally shuts down. It won't turn back on. Oh yes, it does. But the second time I turn that on, the hard drive will spin up. I noticed that earlier. But it'll shut down really quick usually, which it hasn't yet. Yeah, the hard drive doesn't spin up. Yeah, the front light's on. So, but it's not on when I just give it. So, I give it standby power. Ready? I'll just give it standby power. No front light, like it's not turned on. It has its little fan flicker. And everything I just showed you under the thermal camera now will be glowing. The APU, the South Bridge, the 5PO regulator, the Ethernet IC, and if I had the 5-volt regulator for HMI, that would be glowing too. They're the only things that glow whilst in standby. And it's in standby at the moment. There's no light on, right? I can physically turn it on. And then it's just turned off. doesn't like me moving it. So turn it on. Oh, just turned on and off, I think, in one go. No RAM lights up. The RAM's not firing up. They're all dead as a doornail. What's going on over there? Have a look at that. But this is on at the moment. Physically on. It's extremely weird, yeah. Oh, mate. He's like, I bought a PS3 Slim off ya. Do you want to hear the story, Sam? I bought a PS3 Slim off ya. It doesn't play PS2 games. That's when my brain first started exploding from the left-hand side. I'm like, mate, they don't. He said, oh, I'm trying to play with the custom fan. I said, well, mate, I don't do software, mate. I said that Google's your friend there. He's talking about PS2 placeholder and shit. I'm not interested. He's like, can I send it back to you and get a credit on that and buy a backwards compatible off you? I'm like, yeah, mate, cool, $1,100, thank you, not a problem. Fuck me. Oh, yeah. Anyway, Ben, that's where I'm at with it. Nothing. So I've rebuilt I've replaced the south bridge. I've replaced a dozen regulators on it. And this is what it does. And it's been doing this since I've not changed anything. Like when I first looked at it, yeah. 5 volt for, so this is the thing. This is one thing that, there's no 5 volt for the hard drive, no. It's dead. It doesn't spin up. I jumped it and I could make it spin, but there is now. Second time on it's doing it. Oh shit. Normally there's not. And there's normally 12 volt here, and there is, oh fuck, if there's, that was the second boot. Shit, hang on. It hasn't just miraculously come good, trust me. But normally the hard drive, this rail is dead. I even replaced the FET underneath, Q691 or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, you wouldn't believe the work I've put into this thing, trust me. Let's try and get it going. I won't get any picture right now because I've removed the 5 volt regulator off the HDMI rail, but I can't even turn it off now. Oh yeah, there she's off. That's the first time I've physically seen 5 volt stable on the rail and 12 volt on the ODD. So if I turn it back on now, oh, get turned off. Oh, actually it doesn't want to boot now, to be honest. It's been a bitch, it doesn't even want to boot and sound. But if alright, so I'll put standby back in. Oh, I just removed that, hang on. I'm not too worried about the what's here right now. Nothing changes on the on the I2C bus. Now I'm sure. Alright. Oh, I just turned it off. So it's turned on now. Oh, hard drive actually did just start up. I haven't fucking heard that start up for donkeys on the first press. Now, okay, digging. Okay, so now it's on. Hard drive is actually firing, which is and it just turned. Oh, it's overheating now. Fuck! I haven't had the hard drive boot turn on, spin up at all on first power press. Hang on, I'm going to put that 5 volt regulator back on. So initially I had no 5 volt on HDMI. That's where this whole journey started, and I worked out the regulator was fried. Replaced the regulator, and I got 5 volt back on 15, 16 and 18. But that hard drive just fired, and I haven't seen that hard drive fire at all. Let me put this back on quickly. Well, it needs the hard drive to boot me with, otherwise I'm going to get no picture, because I get no picture out of it. This thing come to me with no image. And I went through the motions and found the regulator here was not outputting 5 volt, replaced it, and I got 5 volt back to the HDMI lines. But then everything stemmed from there. All these other issues that I've been talking about for the last 30 minutes have all, it's just kind of gone pear-shaped from there. Come off. Stuff. Nothing's happening or working funny, yeah. But that's the first time I've hit the power button and actually heard the hard drive actually start to spin up from applying standby power, doing nothing else. So I'm just going to test that theory. Oh, that's crooked, but I'll do.
You're muted.
Oh, I'm not muted. Oh, fuck, what's going on with the camera? Shit. Oh, it's been a bitch this afternoon. I need to rest it overnight every night. I don't. This thing sits on 24/7. It's probably slowly wearing out. Hang on. There we go. All right. So, like I say, that's the first time the hard drive has actually even done anything. So everything's in place now. So if everything's going to turn and work, I should get a picture, but I don't. If the hard drive starts to fire up again, I'll be shocked. It really will be. So boom, and at this stage, Southbridge is like it's actually running. 5PO's running, Ethernet's running, and the HDMI 5V is running, and they shouldn't be. They should not be. But I'll turn it on. It won't even let me turn it on now since I put this back on. But I was, oh no, it's just turned on. I was originally missing, well, no image console, so my original thing was I'm missing 5V. And I'm still missing it now, okay. 5V here. Oh no, so I've got 5V back there. Alright, so, but the hard drive's not spinning, it's dead, it's lifeless. That's not even turning on, is what I'm getting at. So I've got no, so I have 5V back at the HDMI, but I have no 5V here. And I probably don't have 12V. I do have 12V there, okay, and 3.3. But the hard drive is not, it's dead. So the system's not turning it on, the system's not recognizing if I manually fire it up with 5V. I can inject 5V there and it turns on, but the system still stays black screen, no signal at all, yeah. It's a really, really curly one, Ben. I've been scratching my head over it all day, trying to work out why, and I've got nowhere. It's really, really weird. If I let this sit for a few minutes and turn it off, the hard drive will eventually fire, but I still get no image, because there's still something else going on, but yeah. I just installed the 5V. So if I go, so it's running right now, right? Hard drive doesn't turn on, no, it's dead. There's no 5V at the header. The console's on. If I just give it standby, I get the HDMI 5V regulator glowing. I get the, if I remove the Ethernet IC, the hard drive starts up, but I still get no picture. Southbridge is burning like it's on. NAND is not doing nothing. 5PO is on, well the regulator is, but I'm not getting anything out of it. The APU is, I'll put the clamp back on, but the APU is actually on now too, blowing hot. The console's turned off, right? Turn it on. No hard drive still totally dead. I've replaced the Southbridge. I'm getting 12V, yeah. I'm getting 12V, so it's just turned off. Now the hard drive will probably start up. That I've noticed. No, that's right, it won't start now for a few minutes. Oh, there we go. Won't power on, there we go. So power it on. Hard drive spins up. Didn't do that on the first power, remember? I've just got second chime and turns off. Bang. It's spooked. It's spooked. It's totally spooked. It really is. It's really crazy. And the I2C bus shows no issues whatsoever. Yeah. The fan's fine. There's paste in it. It's not overheating. Misses. So this thing I'm not going to take this back off again. So I'll apply. So normally you apply standby power to it. Your south bridge won't remain on. Your 5PO won't even be on. Your Ethernet IC won't even be glowing. It has 3.3 standby, and your HDMI, you need to watch some more on the stream. So I've just applied standby, doing nothing else. HDMI, Ethernet, south bridge, 5PO, all glowing, and sometimes, yeah, and this glows, the NB core is glowing, regulator is glowing too. And that's all that happens. And the APU is actually glowing because it's hot, it's on, it's running. And the I2C bus tells you that. Turn it on, nothing changes. All those are still lit up. No RAM starts up, all the RAM's dead. There's no RAM firing up. There's something over here that I haven't seen yet. What's going on here? Or is it my, no? Oh, that's just the, so yeah, that's the 12 volt. That's all the VETs for the core rails. They're all firing up. It's be normal. So things are firing up, but not everything. It's really, and the hard drive's dead. This hasn't fired yet. Once this shuts down and I start it again, the hard drive will fire up, but I'll still be in the same predicament. No RAM, no nothing. So that hard drive's currently lifeless. Fan connector. Well, then I just unplug the fan and it'll work. Like, duh. Like, that's not rocket science. The console's on and running right now, but half the shit's not running on the console. Oh, you're talking about, oh, sorry. Oh, no, I wasn't even talking to you, was I? Check your getting, oh, sorry, Anthony. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. There's some question they had. Yeah, so the RAM's dead. I've got 1.5 volts at the RAM. The RAM rails, I've checked fucking shitloads of shit and nothing is making it boot and work, even though it's somewhat booted. And this rail here, where are we? This 5PO, which is hot, where are we? I just shut down. See, I touched shit in it. So now 5PO's off, south bridge is still on, Ethernet IC is off, and HDMI rails 5 volts still on. Yet I turned on now, the hard drive will spin up. So 5PO is off already. I'm going to turn it on, which is a normal. That's normal. Turned on. Didn't turn on then. See what? There it turns on. 5PO comes on. 1.8 comes on. Oh. Hard drive's now spinning. And fan stopped. Like, this thing's fucking haunted. HDMI 5 volt regulator's still fucking cranking. Ethernet still cranking. Nothing. There should be more heat signatures over here on all the other FETs and shit. And the RAM blocks, which are all along here and down here, should be firing too, and they're not. But something's turning on a third of the components. Here's the FETs for the core rails. They're on because the APU's on and hot. The system's actually half somewhat running, and it's not fucking running. Yeah. And it's currently on. And I've replaced, so I can't even turn it off now. It just won't even turn off, but yeah, it's chiming, it won't turn off. But hard drive's running. Woo-hoo! It's really weird. Honestly, it's one of the weirdest fucking ones I've come across. Really is. And there's no errors. The system says it's booting in standby and says it's booting in boot mode. You hit the power button. So I don't know. It's not the fan connector. The fan connector works. You fucking Makina, do I have to play it, mate? No, this is just one of my consoles that I traded for $20. I got the hard drive. But the hard drives I normally pay like $40 for, terabyte. So I got my money in the hard drive. Got laser out of it and whatnot. But yeah, it's so once I fixed the HDMI 5 volt, I went for the hard drive 5 volt. Swap this out. Didn't help. The MOSFET for that. Bloody blah blah blah, and we've gone through everything we've gone through today. I've tried different hard drives, Ben. That none of them, doesn't matter what hard drive, none of them spin up. Yeah, they just the header just doesn't get 5 volts until in the point in time it does after it shuts down and restart it. It just doesn't get 5 volts. Yeah, I jumped 5 volts from here to here to give it 5 volts permanently. And the hard drive spins up, but because the system's not actually seeing the hard drive there, I don't get a picture. Yeah. It doesn't spin up. This is what I'm getting at. It doesn't spin up no matter what hard drive I plug in. And then occasionally it'll spin up after a second restart or whatever. Like, it's just, yeah. It's off tap. Yeah, so it's not this. I've tried 3 hard drives, Ben, and it's not the hard drive. That wouldn't be preventing 5 volt missing from the hard drive power header connector. I just don't get 5 volt there. There's some, and again come back to I get the 1.8 standby rail goes to 2.5 volt, and nothing happens, kind of thing. Yeah, I've injected manually, disconnected the regulator, injected manually, disconnected the pin, and it backfeeds to my bench supply, which is on the screen and says 3.2 volts, whatever. It pushes the voltage back in, and my bench supply goes, oh, it's now 2.3 volts on that rail or 2.8 volts on that rail. It's, yeah. I can scour the schematics. I'm not going to do it now, but I scour the schematics 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 8, 10, 20, 40, 60 times a day, and I can't get in there with it. It's a weird one. If you know what, Ben, message me on Discord your address, mate, and I'll send you this board and see what you can do with it. I'd be happy to send that to you at my expense. It won't cost you anything. I'd be happy to send you that board and see if you can fix it. Because I've spent nearly 8 hours on it now, and nothing changes with everything that I've changed and done, so yeah. Because I'm more intrigued to what's wrong with it, is it fixable? I'd love to know what's wrong with that and can I fix it, which I can't. I have to pay, get a drink.
You're muted.
I don't know, Ben, but the Ethernet IC, the South Bridge, and the 5PO IC should not be getting hot in standby. They should be sitting there cold as ice, waiting for you to press the power button. Johnny! But I get 5 volt on pins 15, 16, and 18, and the port works fine. I've tested. I get all the voltages on with the breakout board. I get a normal port at this point in time. 5PO is always available on standby. Yes, yeah, it is. Isn't that this IC over here somewhere? This is 5PO, not 5PO dual. This is the 5PO rail. It shouldn't turn on until I turn the console on. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't even looked at that rail yet. I must admit, this one rail I haven't looked at yet. But yeah. I have not even looked at it. It's this fella here, isn't it? I know it's 1S is around this area. Or is it this fella? I know it's here somewhere. Maybe I'll have a look at it. Hang on, I'll have a look at schematics, see where it's at. That's one rail I haven't, but that is, yes, 5 volt standby basically. I don't know why they call it dual. I think there's a reason for it, but so I know I've had a lot of trouble with 5PO dual on 360s, not 1S's or X's or anything, but 360s, believe it or not, yeah. So HDMI, I see. Yeah, there you go. Look at this. HDMI. Maybe it's. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. That's, like I say, it's one rail I have not looked at yet, but. Where's the regulator for it? Which regulator is it? Front. Yeti, hang on, buddy. Where's the regulator? HDMI out. Yeah, see, okay. Is that U794? That's not that one. No, pretty sure it's not. Hang on. No, it's U8. Where's U794? Populated? Maybe you might be onto something there, Ben. Maybe the dual 5PO dual is causing me grief somewhere. No, but we're talking the 1.8 rail, Makina. The 1.8 rail is the only one getting an increase in voltage. The rest are still stable on their voltages. Yeah, it's not, yeah. This is what I don't understand. Oh, U8. Oh, hang on. Oh, shit, hang on. I didn't even think of looking at this rail. I knew it was there, but I'm not thinking. I don't think it's even worth looking at still, but it could be. So U8 B1. I just saw that, I think. Oh, that's what. Yeah. So sorry, that's the one I'm looking at. The one that's heating up that Ben's talking about. So U8 B1 is here. Is the regulator I've changed twice. This is for the 5 volt. SDA or DDC, whatever fucking HDMI rail. No, I'm not lost, man. I'm just, mate, I've done so much with this fucking thing today. Here's another one though. The HDMI port has proper voltages on it, as far as I can tell. After replacing U8B1. And I've said from the start, I think this thing's got has been through a surge, power surge. There's a voltage regulator. So U4, B4, which I'm pretty sure is the one I was pointing at before. U4C, oh U3C4, U4, oh, so it's Ooh. Did I replace that one? No. I didn't. But U4B4. But I haven't been looking at that rail either, so I don't know. This is totally fixable. It's a matter of finding enough. But it's getting now errors. You want to rely on it getting an error in the I2C bus, or SM bus, to point you somewhere. So again, this is in standby, right? I'll have 5 volt, 5 PO. It shouldn't be turned on. That should be 0 at the moment. But 5 volt, 5, hang on, what pins? 5 PO is on 5, 6, 7, 8 of this regulator. This is a marker. So I'm totally on this side of it. Should be 5 volt on all pins, which they will be. So the other side, I get 5 volt standby. So yeah, nothing seems odd there. Yeah. Just 5 PO. I'm pretty sure 12 PO is not on. 5 PO is on and running. And I haven't even turned it on. 5 PO dual is on, which is normal. But the other side, I've got 5 standby, 5, 12, and 5. So pin 1, 5, 5. Oh, see, that's 5 PO select end gate. So that shouldn't be on either. 2, same thing. 3 and 4 are 5. Oh, fuck off. So pins 3 and 4 are VREG 5 PO select P gate and 5 V5 PO dual C to G. So I'm guessing I shouldn't even have 5 volt here at this point in time. And I've got, oh, that's sorry, bad side, wrong side. I shouldn't have 5 volt there. Maybe this fucker's fucked. It's the only one I haven't looked at. Well, this is the only rail I haven't looked at, to be honest. I haven't been looking at the 5 PO dual rail. I get 5 volt standby, which is normal apparently, on pin, where are we? 3. So pin 3. No, I've changed it, Crafty. I've changed the 5 PO regulator. Like I say, I've changed so much on this thing, gone through all these motions, it's not funny. So what I say, pin 3 on this is 5 PO standby. So I should get 5 volt standby on pin 3, cool. Pin 4, I should be getting 5 PO standby as well. Pins 1 and 2 shouldn't be getting 5 volt because it's 5 PO. But 5 PO is on right now, so I should get 5 volts on it because it's turned on. Hang on, let me find pin 1. I could swap it out just in case. So I should have nothing on 1 and 2. Which I don't, okay. And then 3 and 4 should have 5 volt. And then 5, 6, 7, 8 should have 5 volt as well. So that's actually normal right now. But it's still not going to boot. It's in that stage where it's been sitting on standby long enough that the hard drive will now spin up. It still won't display anything. And if I show you into the thermal camera, things will still be lighted up. There's no Yeti. There's no, yeah, no. What, I don't know. What are you talking about, Yeti? You've been drinking? But we'll still have. See, it's all off now. This is what a normal standby console would look like. My light's off. It's not green. We can't see him. Oh, camera's fucking frozen again. Are you serious? So I'm on standby right now. the hard drive will spin up if I plug one in. So it's taking a while for it to settle. I have the south bridge is cold, everything else is cold, 5PO is cold, but I haven't removed the standby power. Hang on, let me just get this camera going. Why is my camera playing up Savo? I've turned it off tonight. It is, yeah, it is crafty, and it'll come from the south bridge. Everything on these things comes from the south bridge. The south bridge does a hell of a lot of work on the later revision consoles. It turns things on and off and tells it what to do and whatnot. 5PO should not be on standby, which I'm getting, which right now I'm on standby and it's all off now, south bridge and all, which is normal. I got a normal sitting board right there now, and the hard drive will spin up, but I'll still get nothing. This is what I'm getting at. It's been, I'm getting such a weird fucker. So right now, that's the HDMI 5V regulator. Ethernet's gone. Southbridge is faintly glowing, which is probably normal in standby. 5PO's off. So if I plug a hard drive in now, it'll spin up, but I still won't get a picture. So I've got no 5PO, which is normal. This here, I think he's had a blast of power, right? So if I plug this in, normally they don't start up. Watch this. This will fire up this hard drive, but I'm still not. Still don't get a picture or anything. If I turn this on, no, still no hard drive. Okay, the hard drive's still not firing up. So I've got no 5V here still. 5POs come active. 1.8 is at 2.5. This is where I find the problem is. The 1.8 standby rail is at 2.4 volts. So yeah, there's something crazy going on with it. Whether it be the APU or the NAND or the eMMC, I don't know. But I think I'm gonna have to, unless you want it, Ben, I'm happy to send it to you, mate. You can just message me details, I'll send it to you. I can't find any, even on the bottom, I can't find anything else lighting up on the rail other than what we see on the top of the board here that I've shown you. Everything else is cold as ice. If you want to have a go, mate, yeah. Yeah, 2.4 is back on the 1.8, yeah. If I remove, then I've got a funny feeling it's the eMMC, to be honest. Has an issue big time or something. Check Southbridge 1. Yeah, that's, yeah, so SB1P. Yeah, oh, while that was doing that, you mean? See you, Eddie. Thanks, buddy. I'll chime in later when I've had my dinner and shower. I'll drop in if you're still gone. Yes, there's yes, I agree, man. On the no, sorry, there is. So on the eMMC itself has 1.8 standby and it has 3.3 standby going into the eMMC. And initially I thought, well, the eMMC's fucked. It's letting the 3.3 pass through internally to the 1.8 rail, which is creating the 1.8 standby rail to be high. I don't know, but yeah. Do you want it? I'll send it to you, mate. Just, I say, I'm over it. I've spent a good 6+ hours on this today. I'm happy to send it to the board, mate, if you want to have a fiddle with it. I can send you the Blu-ray PCB to go with it. Which, yeah, is there. Yeah, if you want it, mate, just DM me your details and I'll send it to you. You can have a fiddle with it. I've spent a lot of time on it and I'm over the fucker. I'm over it. That's just, yeah. I keep getting this 1.8 rail malfunctioning. I'm going to call it malfunctioning. And the I2C bus giving no errors. Anyway, I'm going to have a smoke and I'll come back and talk to you. I don't want to start anything else today. And then I'll be out. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, do that, Ben, if you want to, mate. I'm happy to send it to you. Give you a little project to work on or something. I'd love to know what's wrong with it. I really, really, really would. For future reference kind of thing, yeah.
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 They say anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
EB46 or something, and I can't find fucking anything wrong with it. It's been a bitch. I'll send you that too. I can send you 2 boards. Just DM me your postal details, Ben, and I'll send it to you, mate. I'm over it. I'm not going to do any more with it, that's for sure. I think it's time to pull the plug on it. I only spend way too much time on shit for the community's sake. So next time someone goes, oh yeah, cool. Someone else found that problem, I fixed it. But I can't find it, so it's yours if you want it, Ben. Just DM me your details and I'll send it to you. End of story. Yeah, mate. It won't be $80, hell no. This will cost me about $30 or $40 Australian to send it to you. I'm happy with that. Yeah. It won't be that much. €80 to me is like $160. It won't cost me that much. No. I'm just going to send you the board and the Blu-ray PCB. I might as well just chuck whole drive in. I don't care, but Yeah, I'm happy to send that to you, mate. If you want to have a fiddle with it and see what you can come up with, definitely, most definitely. If you can fix it and find the problem, then you're only helping the community like I'm trying to do. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good, mate. Just DM me your postal details and I'll get it on the way. We're gonna go for a pee. Gotta go for a pee. Get it. Well, I'll go for a pee in a minute and get a drink. Mate, I send stuff around the world. I've given thousands of dollars worth of shit to the not that you're into OG Xbox, to the SoBIOS team and 1.4 gigahertz upgraded CPU consoles and shit. I give shit to people because I want to. And if you can fix that and give us and me and the rest of the community knowledge to why the fuck I can't fix it and you could possibly fix it, then win-win is what I'm getting at. Yeah, definitely. Totally interested. Like, mate, I've spent so much time on it today. I've replaced so much. If you got any questions, I can. You can watch the 6-hour stream this morning, or whatever it was, and see everything I've done to it. And yesterday's afternoon stream. Did I start yesterday afternoon? I can't remember. Anyway, send me details. I'll post it to you, mate. Yeah. It's being very difficult. My gut feeling, to be honest, is the EMMC's fucked. That's my gut feeling. I can take that EMMC back off the board, and the 1.8 rail stays stable. I put it back on and I get 2.5 volts. And the EMMC takes 1.8 and 3.3 standby voltages in by default, and it seems to be passing the 3.3 to some extent through to the 1.8 and giving it 2.4 volts or something. That's as much as I can come up with. I could, on bad, I've got one there. I don't want to. The only reader I've got, I pulled it out earlier and showed everyone. The only way I've got to read that EMMC is this USB, this. So I'd have to, there's an EMMC on it right now, but I would have to take that EMMC off the board, re-ball it, take this off, flow that EMMC to this board, read it, blah blah. Like I've got the tools to do it, but I'm just fucking not interested. So yeah, that's not happening. You can do the EMMC while it's on the board, I think, from memory. As far as I know now. Yeah, it's fucking, yeah. I'm pretty sure you can actually wire it up. I'm pretty sure you can wire up to the EMMC now and actually dump it and read it. I get a drink, have a piss, I'll be back. Yep.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. 'Cause damn,
Did you guys feed the dogs? Okay, cool. Yeah, anyway. It's an odd one. Oh, right, I'm like, what are you doing? You got grime under there.
Doesn't function.
Give it 30 seconds. It's not working.
The bottom doesn't.
Okay, so give it 30 seconds. Give it a IPO will hopefully. Yeah, try that and tell me if it works. Hey, you fuck shit, bro. No, it's his D-pad down. Not working apparently. Finger jam, mate. Finger jam. That's why I paid it. And then blew it out. Okay. That's just gross, mate. Baby's finger jam. I don't know what it does. I don't know what he does with his fingers. Commands aren't working. Shit, hang on. When did commands stop working, guys? No one told me. Oh, really? Let me just retry that. Yeah, anyway, Ben, hopefully you've already messaged me. Oh, no, I haven't heard a Discord message, but anyway. Hopefully you've already messaged me. And I'll send that to you, buddy. I know you're really, like I run a business and shit, but you're really into it. I get into shit like you do too, but you're really into the Xbox OG ones, 1S's, X's, Series S. I get that. You love it, which I love too, but yeah. As in you loving it. Like, you put so much time and effort into it, it's not funny. So I'd like to see you fix that or show us what's fucking wrong with it, to be honest. Yeah, I really would. Oh, it's not on YouTube. Fuck me, if I put it over here it'll work. Ready, watch. No commands are working. So that button's not working. Really? Fudge. Oh yeah, let's just take that one for now. Really? So your D-pad down's not working. Okay. Controller fix tomorrow, Makina. D-pad down's not working. There you go. I'm gonna have to have a look at that. Only because of the kids. Mr. Z! I look normal. When do I not look normal, Z? Please explain. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, no commands are working. Okay. So I just restarted stream. So the commands are out for the rest of the day, unfortunately. I don't know why, but anyway, they are. Yeah, no, they're not working at all. Alright, so I must do, I'll have to reboot and whatever. Anyway, we'll do that tomorrow, or tonight, or whatever. D-pad down's not working on this. How do I test this? I don't know how to test PS5 controls, but this isn't working. Makina? What do I do, Makina? I don't even know how to open that. Because I don't work on them, I never have worked on them. I don't even know how to fucking open that controller. Because I hate controllers. But anyway, tomorrow we'll have a look at that D-pad down button. There you go. How's that sound, Makina? Does that float your little fancy fucking goatee boat? Oh. Me till the wifey gets home. I'm gonna cook dinner. Spaghetti bowl tonight. Oh, sour cream, cheese, mushrooms, capsicum, beef. Oh. Yeah, no, I've seen people do it. Pop these out, 2 screws. Don't have to pop this out as well. The black frame or something. I don't know. Yeah, I've watched plenty of people do it, but yeah. Yes, yeah, so yeah, so just saying this black frame comes off too, yeah. It's all good. Work it out. Apparently it's not. So is it working, Cobe? Working? Okay, so that one's working. This one, D-pad down on this one. This one is not working, so there you go. He's just taking my test controller. See you, Z. Thanks, buddy, for popping in. Hit the like button, mate. Pew, 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 pew. Hit the fucking like button before you go. Yeah. Honestly, I've never pulled apart a PS5 controller because I don't fix them. I don't want to. I've seen people do it. I know they pop out the buttons. Oh, look at the finger jam there. That's fucking disgusting. Ugh. Yeah, it's not working. Ugh. Thanks, Z. See you, buddy. I'm not fixing it. No, I'm bad. I don't do controller repairs, mate. I don't need to make money. This is the problem. If I was struggling as a business, I would fix controllers and DSs and DS lights and 3DSs and shit. I don't need to, mate. Mate, I can drink bourbon all day, every day, and I don't need to fix controllers, so why am I going to fix controllers if I'm doing everything I want to do in the first place? I don't care. I don't want to. Andy does. I watch Andy all the time, and he fixes fucking controllers. He'll replace the sticks for like £15 or whatever it is. Quid. Is quid a pound? I don't know. It's 15 quid. I'm not doing this. I'm like, that's like 30 Australian dollars. I'm not doing that either. Fuck off. $30 to pull that apart, replace 2 sticks at $4 each or whatever they are, and make $18 or $16 or fucking $14 to spend an hour on that thing, mate. I can do a Frankie in a fucking hour. Like, fuck me. Why the fuck would I waste my time on a controller? I do them for myself for retail purposes and for my kids. This one. Yeah. Oh, mate, I'm not interested. And now I've got finger jam all over my fucking fingers because I finger jammed the finger jammed fucking controller. Like, ugh! It's gross. Totally gross, mate. Totally fucking gross. I'll lick it. Push if you donate €100, mate. Ready? And I'll show it on camera. I'll lick it physically. I'll lick that anywhere you want me to for €100 fucking euro. Where do you want me to lick it, mate? Oh, mate, I've seen people take longer than an hour, Makina. Trust me, mate. They are not worth my time and effort to fix a controller for 30 fucking Aussie dollars, mate. 100 Aussie dollars? Yeah, I'll do 100 Aussie dollars. Where do you want me to lick it? You donate. You tell me where you want me to lick it. Donate 100 Aussie dollars, and I'll lick that wherever you want me to lick it. And I'll make sure you can see it on the screen. Oh, sorry, Push. I didn't. Oh, sorry, mate. Hey, oh, shit. Sorry, buddy. Okay. This is a different story, but anyway. That wasn't funny, Sean. Sorry, buddy. Hope things pan out well or whatever, but yeah, shit. Well, sorry, I'm going to shut up now. I'm just going to shut up now. Oh, really? It's your dad? Okay, wow. Sorry, mate. I'm very, very, very sorry to hear that. Honestly, yeah, that sucks, man. You know what? I'm 50. I've lost my nan and my granddad when I was about 20, 25. I've lost no one else in my life, family-wise. At this point in time, 30 years later. Like, yeah, some people, and my wife Zoe, she's lost her mum and dad 25 years ago, whatever it is. Here she is, she's pulling now. I can hear a car coming down the road. I know it's a plane. That car sounds like a plane. I thought that was her then. Yeah, that sucks, Bush. Sorry, mate. I'm really sorry to hear that. Yeah. I know you went, Sean. I've just been a dick, mate. Sorry. Shit. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Pushy. Very sorry, mate. I haven't dealt with death a lot in my life, unfortunately, like I was just explaining to you. But, you know, the older you get, the more of that you see. This is the problem. Because you're getting older, they're getting older, and shit happens. But that sounds wrong. But I've been lucky. I've lost 2 known figures in my life 25, 30 years ago. And up to this point in time, in this day, I haven't lost any other family figures in my life. So yeah, it sucks. And I was saying, just my wife, she's like 55. Her siblings, she's the youngest, her siblings start at like 75 to 95, 85. So in the next few years with me and Zoe, she's going to get a lot of her family pass, because they're all getting to that fucking age where you just pass. Yeah, so anyway, life sucks, mate. That's all it is. Oh, did Crafty, he just sent me a friend's request. Did he message me? Hang on. He did. Alright, thanks, Ben. I will, once I get it all sorted, I'll message you I'll do it tomorrow, but I'll message you all the tracking details for it. Cool. You don't need my PayPal address, mate. I don't want any money. Ben, if you're still watching, I don't want your money, mate. I'm sending this to you for the community's purpose, that you might see something that I'm not seeing in this particular situation that will help me, you, or anyone else fix it in the future. Trust me, mate. That's all I'm doing. I don't want your money, mate. Trust me, I don't want your money. Yeah, at all. I don't want your money. I send shit to people around the world, mate, for free. That's just me. If it helps the community, I don't care. $40, $30, $80 outlay for me to fix something along these lines next time that you might have fixed that I couldn't fix, or you did fix that I couldn't fix, mate, that's priceless. Absolutely fucking priceless. Yeah. So anyway, I'll organise that tomorrow. I'll get it boxed up and then I'll send you the tracking for it. Yeah. Fuck off, Makina. This has been a Grim Reaper. My twin sister, you all know this. I've got a twin sister. Did you know that? My twin sister has had a brain tumour in the frontal lobal here area somewhere for the last 5 or 6 or 8 years. She used to get into, what do women do? They do bodybuilding showing, and they do them, you know, in a bikini and muscles out and whatever. She was at backstage on one show thing they're doing, and she collapsed. And after all the tests and stuff, she had a big fucking tumour in the fucking front lobe of her brain. They can't take it out. So they've taken out what they can without making her a dummy, and then chemo and whatever after that, and they monitor it now. And she's lucky. My nan died of leukemia, so my nan was diagnosed with leukemia, and she's one of the only 2 people I lost in my life. She was diagnosed with leukemia. It's a blood cancer, and she went for another 10 years after that. But yeah, mate, life's fucked. Problem with me, I'm a realist. It's like, well, mate, it's just fucking life. Like, what are you going to do? You can't stop it. It's going to happen. This happens. We all die. Then it depends on if you're a God lover and you believe that there's a fucking spirit out there and you're going to come to an afterlife. So you die, your body goes in the ground. Here's the wifey. Your body goes in the ground. It rots away with the fucking maggots and the flies and the worms. But your spirit leaves that point in time and goes somewhere else and goes to another universe. Or the same universe on a different day. Like, fuck me. How fucking drunk are you when you think of that shit? Just saying. I'm out in a minute because the wifey's home. You require Halo Xbox One and Xbox 3 controllers. Some picos. I need a TF code. Oh, okay, McKenna. DM me, mate, with a bit more information than that. But I can do that for you, buddy. Not a problem, mate. Hey, babies. Puppies have been for a walk. Yes. And I'll be with you in like 6 minutes. Love you, wifey. See, she loves me too, apparently. There's the wifey. Oh, there's the wifey. There's the wifey. Yeah. I can help you out, McKenna. You just DM me, mate, what you really need, and I'll help you out, buddy. Not a problem. Well, mate, it won't be dog shit, mate. It'll be cat shit. That smells better. I wouldn't waste my time on dog shit, mate. Dogs like cat shit because it stinks and tastes good. Just message me at... Oh, no, I've got your fucking postage details. I don't need them. So just message me what you need and want, and I will sort that out, McKenna. I guarantee. Buddy, Mum's home. What are you coming out here for Dad for? Mum's home. Go fucking get some pats off Mum. Hey, McKenna, we might do a controller repair tomorrow. Because the G string doesn't... D-pad down doesn't work. Oh, no. Well, Anthony, you're onto something, mate. Oh, Buddy sniffs the front yard for cat shit, mate. I caught him the other day. He's pulled out a fucking cat shit out of the garden this fucking big. Oh, it's like fucking lollies to him. Oh, it's fucking disgusting. Oh, it's like, you fucking... At least they don't turn around and eat. I've seen a dog that turns around and eats his own shit after he just shut it out. Trust me. Fucking disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I'm getting like belly fucking rumbles thinking about that shit. Anyway, I gotta go. Wifey's home. I gotta go cook the kids dinner. Skitty bowl tonight. So thanks, McKenna, Pushy, Anthony, Sammy, On Bad, Crafty. If you're still here, mate, I'll send you that. I know you damn me. I'll get this organised and send it to you. Sammy, Shawnee, Pushy, McKenna, Anthony, On Bad. Oh, there's not many in the chat. On Bad, Pushy, McKenna, Z's gone. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the fucking $800 of donos today, by the way, guys, too. That was very, 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 very much appreciated. See yous.